In this video, I want to share to all of you about my prompting work from one of AI platform. This is about the modern supersized tiny house with color charming dark gray color. Okay, in this video, it's not only about one alternative design, but I also give you a lot of example and design alternative with another design. It's not only about the exterior, but also about the interior design example in this video, and I hope it will be a lot of benefit to all of you with my design example and design inspiration. Okay, let's watch. In the first design example, it was grid arrangement with tiny home inspiration with dark gray color with a modern, and this is about the supersized tiny home because of the size of this tiny home. It's not as usual, and we can look from this, which this tiny home has spacious space on the inside of this tiny home, and of the outside or exterior design itself, it has charming color and cool color with dark gray and with another industrial element such as a window, door, and many element of it. And I think it's so masculine. It's so masculine design of this tiny home because of the color itself. Is was make the another vibes on this design of that tiny home. And we can look for the exterior. It was great with a base of the tiny home wheels itself. And for the interior, we can look about the modern and charming with a dark gray color. So I mean, a lot of people would like this design because it's not only for the man, but it's so much for the woman of the interior of this tiny home. And I like about the window arrangement, door placement, and some interior element of it because of the another itself. It has great shelving space of the tiny home, especially on the kitchen, because in the kitchen it's are very complex. We have to put some of material. We have to put some of kitchen elements such as a cooker and many more into the one little space of the tiny home, of course. So for this tiny home design, it was very impressive, simple, modern, especially on this toilet design. Especially on this toilet design, it was great experience of it. I like about the color combination about it. It's not only use the dark color, but it also using the wood material of it, especially on the shelving area on there. And this is about the living room space, which is use the open layout. And this is about the toilet design, I mean. So we can look for the toilet design. It was great. And this is about the simple living room also. This is about the simple living room with homey and charming with a dark gray color combination that we can enjoy the environment outside from the window over there, because it has a large enough window on this tiny home, and with a fireplace position on the living room also. And we can look for this spacious size tiny home. I think it's very spacious size of tiny home because we can feel about the large room on this placement. And for this design also make dark vibes, but it still make us comfortable. It's comfortable room for us because of the color. It's not only dark, but it combined with another light color such as the wood color or light wood, and the white color or light gray color. It's many more, just something like this. And for the kitchen, I mean, it's very innovative design, and we can look for the example for this kitchen layout. It was great, and we can have inspiration from this kitchen layout maybe. And if we need to improve, maybe we just still to improve just a little bit element from this, because of I think it give us experience and design alternative that can make us give have insightful ideas of the interior and exterior model of the tiny home. Then we can look for the another design, especially from the aerial view. From the aerial view, it was very impressive of this tiny home with courtyard on the front, and maybe it's just a simple rooftop or just with a split level function of this tiny home. The user can have the semi rooftop on there. And I have assumption about the split level like that. On the bottom of the level floor there, it's using for maintenance or using for the mechanical electrical room. I mean, okay, this is about the dining and kitchen area with simple courtyard on the front, and we can look for the outside with a sliding door with a transparent material right there. And this is about the kitchen area. It's about the example of kitchen area, so simple, modern, and clean, I mean, and have vegetation element on the interior, so it could make the natural vibes on the indoor area. Okay, then we can look for this exterior. It's super size, I mean, because of the length of this tiny home is not as usual. For the usual tiny home, it's just simple and little, and not as long as this tiny home, but it can have length and wide tiny home just like this, for example. And not only about that, it's also have a courtyard on near of the living room right there. Then we can see about the kitchen again. I think the kitchen is very important for every single home, and especially for this tiny home, because the kitchen are for daily living for us and for the user, I mean. And then we can see about the modification about the wheels of the tiny home. It makes different vibes. It's make different vibes as we can look for this design. And I think this is about the great design vibes of the tiny home. I mean, a lot of people would be like this, and it look like valuable tiny home. It's not a cheap tiny home because of the impression of the design, because of the color grading, color scheme of the exterior and also interior of the tiny home. It was great. It was make the modern vibes. It was modern vibes of that tiny home, I mean. And I like for another idea, another variation about the tiny home with modification of the courtyard, wheels, and interior, especially just like this. And with the combination of the color of the tiny home, it's not only about the gray, but it could have luxurious material, luxurious sofa right there. I mean, it has a great combination about it. Okay, thanks for watching, and just wait for my next video. Don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.